Hi, all. I was thinking the other day about us staying in situations that are not serving us. I think some of us think that maybe there's some sort of prize to be won by, riding with someone through the thick and the thin, oh, he went to prison and I stayed with him. Oh, he made a baby outside the relationship and I stayed with him. He lost his job. He didn't have any money and I stayed with him. He had an addiction problem and I stayed with him, or, vice versa, because it might be a her, really toxic individuals, and we probably feel like, we owe it to the person to maybe stay with them through, the jail sentence, or the secret baby mama, or the whatever else that they're doing, their addiction problem or whatever, and we feel like there's some sort of badge to be won by staying with somebody that does have all of these problems. But many times it's only you that ends up getting played in the end. This happens time and time and time again, and that's what causes so much what's the word, devastation after it all ends, because you're thinking, wow, after all that, after I stayed through that, most people wouldn't stay through a jail sentence, or going to make a baby outside the relationship, or having an addiction problem, or your financial issues or whatever, like, and I stayed through that, and you're gonna still do me like this? That's why people are so angry, so bitter after some of these relationships, because it's like, wow, I gave my all, I invested my all into this, and this is what I get in return? No, so I completely empathize with that. But at the same time, like, we've got to stop doing that. As I said, there is no badge to be won. You think maybe you're going to be a good woman because you're riding with your man through thick and thin. I'm going to hold you down and all of this through your nonsense, essentially, or even vice versa. I'm going to stay with her through this and that and whatever. There's no badge to be won by saying, I'm a good man because I stayed with her through this, or I'm a good woman because I stayed with him. Oh, he cheated on me, he beat me, he went to jail, had an addiction problem, and I stayed with him through all of that, showing him that, I'm down for him no matter what. No, because he's going to keep thinking that you're a doormat. Okay, she don't really care anyway. I don't really care if I get caught doing this or that. She's gonna hold me down anyway. I don't really care if I ain't going out there to get all the bread and make the money and whatever, because she's gonna hold me down anyway. I can get somebody pregnant tomorrow and have a baby, and she'll probably babysit it for me. This is the kind of thing. So it's kind of like you have to start weighing out. Is it that you want to seem like a good woman to this person? Because that might not be the case. They might just see you as a doormat. You think, oh yeah, I'm holding him down or whatever, and he's thinking, no, she's just a doormat. He's probably not even claiming you. You're saying, okay, this is my ride or die. This is my partner for life or whatever. And that person is, I don't know, hitting people up in the DMs and not even, taking that ring off and doing all sorts of rubbish, kind of thing, and not even claiming you. People don't even know you exist. Most of the time you're hidden. This person doesn't value you. They can just keep up with all sorts of nonsense, and there's no incentive to change, because it's like the stakes are not high enough. They know that they're not going to lose you by keeping up with this behavior, so why would they stop? If there's an ultimatum, like, boy, if you don't stop this addiction, or if you don't get a job, or if you don't I don't know, stop messing around with, Sheila, whatever her name might be, then, the stakes are high, because I'm leaving. I'm actively leaving. And don't just say you're leaving, like, leave, don't just say you're leaving, because there is no badge to be won, by sticking around saying, yeah, I'm riding for him. I'm riding for him. You are going to get played. In the end, you are going to get played, and it's only going to be, after 10, 15 years that you're looking back and saying, wow, I should have left then, after all this, you making babies, you go jail sentence, addiction problems, women, blah, 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 unstable. Let's stop being that ride or die chick. And this goes for the guys as well, because some guys as well can, be doormats as well. She can cheat on you, go out there, do all sorts of stuff. She's even hitting dudes up in the DMs and stuff like that. She might have, gotten a jail sentence or addiction problems or whatever might be the problem. I'm just using these as examples, right? But you're thinking, yeah, she's going to think I'm a good guy because I'm riding with her through this. She's going to think I'm a good guy. No, she's going to think, well, Ernest, he ain't gonna mind if I go out with, Philip or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, she's not respecting you because you're not putting your foot down and saying, you know what, I'm out. I'm not going to accept this in this relationship. I'm going to put my foot down and I'm going to leave. This is not a threat. This is not a drill. I am going to leave, and then the stakes are higher. And then they're thinking, hold on, I'm going to lose this person if I don't start getting my act together. Okay. And again, don't make it be a threat where they're just thinking, yeah, I'll just apologize and, she'll be back with me tomorrow or next week. I'll just give her the weekend to cool off and, she'll be back with me by Monday kind of thing. No, like, it needs to be proper. Like, you need to actually believe it. You're not just saying, oh yeah, let me just trick him into thinking I'm leaving. No, you need to actually set it up in your heart. Like, I am leaving because, I respect myself too much. I might love you. Okay, I might respect you, but I love and I respect myself more to subject myself to something that is hurting me. Okay, because that is hurting me and I'm not going to hurt myself because of another human being. Some things that human beings do to us, they are walk-awayable, if that makes sense. You're allowed to walk away from situations like that. Because if the person is hurting you, why are you subscribing to that? Why are you subscribing to more and more pain that the person is causing you? There's no badge to be won at the end saying, yeah, I stuck with her through thick and thin, or I stuck with him through thick and thin kind of thing. Because you might just in the end get played. You might just get played. And, is it going to be worth it, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 years down the line? And you're saying, yeah, eventually I got played, The signs were there that you were going to get played. They were there, okay? This person was taking you for a mug, stringing you along all that while. They might cry a bit and, give it all of the film tricks that, they're going to change and they might change for 2 days, but you're going to see a pattern of this behavior continuously. They will beg for you to come back to them and they're going to change. They're going to stop doing this and they're going to stop doing that. Tell me all the things you want me to change and I'm going to do it. And then they do this exactly the same thing. Okay? These are toxic individuals. They're going to do exactly the same thing. So what I'm trying to say is, there's some things that human beings can do to us that you're allowed to walk away from. You don't have to always want that badge of being that woman that sticks with her man, or being that guy that sticks with his girl through thick and thin and nonsense, essentially. You don't have to be that guy that sticks with her and rides with her through anything, because she's going to take you for a mug eventually, Start sunning herself with another man, a few years down the line. Same thing goes for the girls, she's going to take you for a mug eventually. So it's better that you start to, 1, love yourself, 2, respect yourself. If somebody's doing something that is just unforgivable, don't forgive, period, That's all I want to say.